It's time to build up our town and then starve everyone until they try and kill us. Kapital Sparks of Revolution is a new city building game that takes the genre further down the path of the current trend. City builders where your population have autonomy and needs. The days of building like an almighty god are on the way out. And you now have to actually care about your people? Rebellion is at hand, it seems. Today we're going to check out this sandbox economic simulation game about class struggle and push our people to their limits to see where this game succeeds and where it fails. Citizens of the world, today we are checking out what seems to be a revolutionary city builder called Kapital Sparks of Revolution. And a review key was sent over to me to check this out, and it's something that really intrigues me because the big trend in city builders nowadays is autonomous citizens, basically. Where you are no longer a god choosing this building goes here, this building goes here. You will work there and study there and live here. Now it's more like, I'm gonna provide this thing and I need to encourage you to use it. Please use that thing. You're not using it, you're burning down the police station instead. Okay, fair enough. That's sort of the trend that city builders are going in to recently. And Kapital Sparks of Revolution is sort of like that idea distilled. Now, I've not played this game before at all. This is going to be a first impressions. I want to know how good this game is within the first hour plus. Because if a game doesn't captivate you within the first hour plus, then it's not a great game. Because it doesn't matter if it's good 5 hours in. The starting needs to be good to get us going. So we're going to be checking that out today. So here we are on the main menu. I've not done anything besides lowering down the volume of things. Let's press campaign. Let's pick normal. The crisis level is mild and the people's demands are moderate. A good choice for new players who want to learn how to run the city. Okay. Maybe I do hard. The crisis level is average and people have high hopes for your rule. You need to gain experience and hone your understanding of how the economy works to run the city successfully. Okay, we'll give the game a fair chance and pick normal. Let's not judge it based on me being bad. Kapital Sparks of Revolution is a game about crisis and permanent conflict in human society. You will run out of vital resources in times you need them the most. People will protest and riot despite your best efforts to help them. Not everyone will survive. You'll have to learn how to run a city with limited resources to balance between people's needs and city development. To deal with angry crowds on the streets, you are the one to shape the future of your people. Just remember, you can't make everyone happy. War has swept the continent like a giant wave, crushing everything in its path. It's time to clear out the debris, to heal the scars of war, to hope for a better tomorrow. I assume the game will tell us how it works. Greetings, Mr. Mayor. Your assignment has been a surprise to many, except me. Your reputation as a leader with problem-solving skills is well known in the high society. Back in the day, a town head's inauguration has always been accompanied by a ball held by the noble families. Where else one can meet an equal without embarrassing themselves? Now, however, the circumstances have changed, and today we do not have the opportunity for rituals such as these. My name is Sir Roderick, 13th in the Stanton Viscount line. The aristocracy is tired of the lawlessness. I hope with all my heart that with your appearance, we are turning over a new leaf in our town's history. The nobility has, since time immemorial, served as the loyal foundation of this government. Enough, sir. Your honeyed words would convince anyone. Rockwell, how dare you? I will not allow... Thank you for introducing me. Jonathan Rockwell, at your service, Mr. Mayor. As you can see, the town isn't in the best shape. The occupying forces have left, but they took everything that wasn't nailed down with them. I'm afraid we're bankrupt. Do not despair. If we work together, we can overcome this crisis. I was about to suggest a plan of action to restore the palace. Why would we need the palace? And how are you planning to repair it anyway? We don't have the materials or the workers. You do not understand, Rockwell. The palace is a symbol of governance. We must show everyone that our town is rebuilding itself from the ashes. Look, we are surrounded by ruins. That is your building material, even if it is not of the best quality. Straight away, they're arguing. So, looking at this, I have to move over a little bit. Looks good. Here's our palace. Rebuilding the palace. Demolish ruins 3, repair palace. Okay, great. Ruins. Demolish. Understood. Right click does do this. Demolish. Demolish. You want to just demolish everything, right? Clear all these ruins. Warehouse is full. There's no space in the warehouse to obtain new resources. You will receive gold, but you will not receive other resources. Oh, cancel. We don't want to just demolish everything. Fine, fine. Spacebar pauses? Yes, okay. Spacebar should always pause a city builder. See? A clear mind and a firm hand are able to solve any problem. Yeah, the ruins idea is a decent one. You surprise me, Sir Stanton. Not every day you can hear a reasonable idea from a nobleman. We now have the resources for the palace's restoration. So, repair palace. Repair. So these resources are gold, grain, food, alcohol, wood, bricks, steel. Okay, so looking at this map, can I zoom out? Okay, I can zoom out. How big is this map? Relatively big. Nice river down here. Train tracks, of course there's trains. I assume these are resources. Okay. Palace is rebuilt. It is so great to be here again. I can just remember the glorious speeches ringing throughout these halls, the clinking of the glasses, and the flutter of ball gowns. How long ago has it been? I hate to interrupt your daydreaming, but we've got a lot of urgent matters to attend to. Sirs, it's time to talk economy. The treasury is empty, and without gold, we can't produce or purchase resources. I have a solution to that problem as well. We must instate a new tax code. It is the tax on the bourgeoisie that is the main source of income for the treasury. Bravo! You surprised me with your reasonable thinking yet again. There's just one problem, though, with the nobility it tends to forget about. It is the bourgeoisie that moves the economy forward. Lee. We, the entrepreneurs, with our hard work, are creating the profits that go into developing our society, and money fills the treasuries, coffers. Enough, Rockwell! Just money alone is not enough for good governance, so we also need people who are prepared to stand for the interests of the state and its people. Let me finish, damn you. Since your government directly depends on these finances, the relationship between it and the businesses should be mutually beneficial. I did not expect anything else from you. Use every opportunity to feather your nest. Gold is a key element of the economy. There are two main ways to obtain gold: collect taxes from residents and satisfying people's needs in public institutions. Okay, Sign a taxation act. Ah, nice, it highlighted. Oh, it's a acts, basic acts, advanced acts. Okay, so these are all basic. So this, okay, so it's sort of like a policy tree, I think. Taxation. Unlocks tax department building. Tax department allows it to collect taxes from city's residents. Some of the articles are controversial, but all of us have to sacrifice something, Rockwell, if we want to move forward. Sure, except some sacrifice money, while others just their fancy speeches and ancestral legacies. Let's not argue. I agree to this code. It is imperfect, but not having it is even worse. Sounds like politics to me. So build a tax department. So, I mean, there aren't even houses here. Everyone's just homeless. Can we tax people who aren't technically residents? Administration, tax department. R to rotate. So, okay. Is there a front? I think it works either way. Tax department right by the palace. That makes sense, right? Short distance to move the money into my pockets. I mean, into the city's coffers. So, we do have to keep those three people happy. The nobles, the bourgeois, and the workers. So, I assume we're mainly taxing the bourgeois, and the nobles are like, yeah, sure. Tax them, tax them. Buildings can function properly only when they are connected by a road to the central square. Okay. I assume it is connected. Jack Dawn. What the devil? We don't even have work yet, and you already want to tax us? What am I gonna pay with? Should I cut off my arm? Calm down, Dawn. The taxes are only for the bourgeoisie, for now. Perhaps some inspector is being overzealous. I'll sort it out. We're all in dire straits here. Oh yeah, I see how absolutely devastated you are. Without your exotic clams and dancers from overseas. Such disaster, right? Oh, Mr. Mayor, you're here! Sorry for this interruption. My name is Jack Dawn. My comrades have chosen me to represent the interests of the working people. So act like it. This is not some market haggling. We're attending to urgent matters here. Allow me to interrupt your argument with an offer. The town is in ruins. We'll need a lot of wood to rebuild the basic infrastructures. That means we'll need to build a sawmill. So, Jack, can you convince your boys to get to work? As if we have a choice. The people would agree to anything right now, if they can only feed their families. So, tax department, durability, we'll see how long that lasts. Efficiency, 100%. Corruption, currently 0. Spent today. So we've got 5 people working here. We can upgrade it, pause it, demolish it. Okay, great. We can find other buildings like it. Work time 8 to 18. There is a clock. Okay, there is a day-night cycle. Good. Let's build, which would be production, sawmill. Does it matter where this goes? I guess I'll just put working buildings over this side. Yeah, let's put that over there. A little bit further away from my house. We'll build a sawmill right there. The graphics remind you of commandos behind enemy lines. That's a game that people keep asking me to play. So every person is sort of simulated. Satiation full, healthy, health healthy, mood pleased, happiness, HP. So every person has HP and attack damage. Some people do more damage than others. So every citizen is simulated here. That's a start. You won't recognize the town soon enough. I don't recognize it now. It's been burnt to the ground. I see you are very eager to restore your business empire to its former glory. The conditions are harsh, but idling around would be harsher. At least we're being paid a bit so we can make ends meet. And now we can tax you. Factories that produce resources consume gold during work shift. When the gold runs out, the production stops. You can suspend the production in order to save some gold. Okay. So basically, everything has a maintenance cost. So it's spending gold. Basically, we are buying resources, right? So gold is currently still in the positive. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So it's working out. Wood production. We've got wood. Things are going well. I'm starting to look to the future with wary optimism. Good for you. What should the workers who ate their last piece of bread yesterday do? I was about to discuss the question of food. The town needs grain, and for that we need to restore the railroad. Only centralized deliveries of grain from the surrounding farms will let us avoid starvation. So, we gotta repair the train station. So, this costs 300 wood, which we should get... Oh no, the work shift has ended. Okay, so the nice thing about this so far is that every citizen is simulated, right? So you can see this specific person is working here. This specific person is working there. There's a work shift, so work stops, which means money continues to go up, but wood stops. So there's sort of this cycle of how things go. So I think let's press 3 to speed up the game. We gotta wait until the next day, I think. Day-night cycle. Lights come on. Yes. I love games with day-night cycles. I don't know what it is about day-night cycles. I just like that the fact the lighting changes. Something burning. Oh, is this how they're surviving? All right, so they do actually just go to sleep like that. Nice. Who's that? John Davies. Oh, all the rich people are piling up together there. This is the mostly rich campfire. That is on purpose, right? No, it is actually the rich campfire, right? So they are sticking to their social groups. That is a nice touch. They're not sleeping at each other's campfires. That's a nice touch. Right? I think these are the nobles, these are the bourgeoisie, and then the rest are the workers, right? That's everyone's... Oh no, there's some over here. But yeah, they stick to their groups. That's actually a really nice touch. So everyone's happiness is slowly dropping here. Okay, so a new day begins. What time does work start? Laws. Second shift. Oh, I can make people work. Allows to activate additional 8-hour shift in production buildings. Police. Oh, these things cost resources as well. Okay, so he could enact a law, but let's get everyone back to work. Let's repair the train station. Daily loyalty changes, everyone +5, that's good. New citizens arrived, 11. Oh, population grows fast in this game. Every day is divided into working shifts, free time, and rest time. Factory produces resources during working shifts. The residents attend public institutions in their free time and sleep during rest time. Okay. So you guys are going back to work. Nice to see. So that means we should be... Oh, we have 300 wood. So now we can repair the train station. One thing that I wish was a bit clearer visually was that when things are being repaired, there should be more smoke, construction, noises, stuff like that. This feels a little placeholdery. So far, I like the people in this game, but the buildings feel a bit bare bones. Thanks to my connections, I managed to establish a constant supply of grain for our town. It's a shame your connections were helpless against the enemy army. Then we wouldn't have been occupied. Trains are good, but we don't have any coal, so they need wood. If we run out of it, the supplies will stop and we'll have to go without food again. Railroad. Main source of grain consumes wood. Okay. You can upgrade trains to increase their grain capacity, but it'll increase the wood consumption as well. Okay. So, nobody realized that people aren't horses and can't eat raw grain? Question mark. Did your wife forget how to cook, Dawn? My wife is busy clearing the ruins. She doesn't have the time for cooking. Well, in that case, we need to build a grain processing factory, as well as a diner. Are you planning to eat at the same table with the commoners? Rich people will require a separate institution. That's right, and I assure you it'll be much more profitable. The city residents have 3 needs: nutrition, health, and entertainment. These needs can be satisfied by visiting public institutions. The satisfied needs reduce residents' happiness. Okay, so we need to get food going. So food processing can go over to this side. Would it be... It'd be production, food factory, 300 wood. Okay, that's a lot of wood. So I think we produce wood relatively quickly. So we need a food factory. A train. Everyone likes trains, right? Nice. So that means grain should start coming in. Can build more roads. We can work on... I see. 6 hours, 2 minutes on line 1. Okay, okay, so it's all fully simulated there. Is there a way to... No. I think... Do I want to build another sawmill? How much is a sawmill? Also 300. So a food factory is 300, and then we'll need a... So a bistro provides food for the nobles. Peg house provides food for workers. Peg house. Okay, so I should probably build the food production first. We can build a cabaret and an alehouse. Workers, so the cabaret is for nobles and bourgeois. Okay, okay. Oh right, I can demolish more houses. I forgot. This gets me wood and gold. I forgot we can do this. Yes. Thank you. I forgot all this wood is just lying around. Alright, cancel. So we just demolish, then spend it. Yeah, yeah. So we demolish that. Let's build a production food factory. It can go right here next to the sawmill. Bit of sawdust in your food. That's okay, right? Demolish that. And then I want to build... Okay, so we can put the peg house over this side. Like that. You guys eat there. And then we will build the bistro over this side next to the tax collector. So it's easy to tax. Yeah, the one thing I want in this game so far are building animations of different states to show that this is under construction. Such an enormous building. I did not know grain processing requires so much equipment. Roderick, admit it. You thought croissants grew on trees, didn't you? How dare you! I've received my education in the Royal Academy. So keep your quips to yourself. Sawdust and food reminds me of Frostpunk. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for thinking of the common folk. Don't see that from the government often. And where are the respectable people supposed to eat? This is highly unpleasant. Situation must be resolved immediately. It's okay. It's being done. So public institutions earn gold for each visitor they served. However, they require gold, food, and alcohol to operate. Public institutions bring profit only if they serve a lot of visitors during a shift. So that's the bistro, I'm thinking. It's a nice looking place to eat. Finally, this town has a place for respectable people. You have my gratitude. Food production complete. Before Jack Dawn gets here, we need to discuss something, Mr. Mayor. Now that starvation doesn't threaten us, we can process extra grain into alcohol. This is much more profitable than food production. What do you say? Let me think. Alcohol licenses or monopoly? Tell us, Rockwell, what is your angle this time? The poor people are quite primitive. Their interests don't venture beyond a pint of beer and a pub brawl. But if they don't have that, they'll get drunk on moonshine and have the brawl in front of your windows. Is that what you want? Of course not. But besides the commoners, respectable people live in town, and they too need their place of rest. You should have said so right away that you wanted to be surrounded by young dancers. At the bottom of the screen, there are icons of the problems faced by residents of the city. If these problems are not solved in time, residents will start protesting. So they're homeless, hungry, sick, and sad. Lots of problems. Okay, so we need to build an alcohol factory. Let's demolish that. Production alcohol plant. All resources except gold can be accumulated only to a certain limit. To increase the accumulation limit, you must research and build warehouses. Gold can be accumulated with no restrictions. Let's build this here. So we'll start getting alcohol down. We also need to build an ale house and a cabaret, I think. Okay, we can harvest more wood. Harvest more wood. It actually sometimes says when you're clearing this, there's like a question mark. You'll get a mystery resource, I guess. So let's build. It'd be catering, ale house back here, and then we need to extend a road this way as well. An alcohol distillery? What in the blazes? The rich can't go without getting drunk. The town is full of beggars, and you're wasting grain on God knows what. Calm down, Dawn. We thought about the poor as well. The factory produces high-quality spirits. Or would you prefer the people get poisoned on homemade moonshine? As if I'd believe you. Since when did the rich think about the commoners? I'd love to have a drink at the end of my shift, but you built the factory for yourself, didn't you? Well, who owns the means of production? The road is thick. It's a pretty thick road, yes. So we're getting that down there, I think. Yeah, we'll just have this road extend like that as well. Okay, so this is the commoner quarter. Over on this side, I'll extend that road out like that. Get some roads going like that. Okay, let's build the cabaret. Right there. Now, homelessness is a problem. So cottages house nobles and the bourgeois. No. So how many people do we need to house? Accommodates 10 workers. So we need like 55 workers. So we'll need 6 wood houses. How do I organize this? Can we plant? Oh, you can plant trees as well? Nice. I'll build a road across like that. And then we can have a little housing area here. Wood house. Oh. Right, we need to accumulate resources. Okay. So we need 6 wood houses. So I think I'll house the workers first. I wonder, do nobles do more damage or anything? No. Damn it, I knew it! As soon as the factory got built, we start seeing those places with the girls pop up. What are you blabbering about? Go home to your wife. Let noble people spend their time in good and cultured company. Right, so opening a bottle makes them cultured, eh? Feeling good? And we're out of sight, out of mind. What's there to say? Gah! So we're gonna house the workers first because there's more of them. Mr. Mayor, there's some pretty lady waiting at reception, insisting on meeting you. Do you wish to talk to her in private? I'm sorry, Mr. Mayor. I can't wait for the reception hours. It's an urgent matter. So many places have been built in town already, and the people are still sleeping next to campfires, like caravanners. That is Abigail Walter, a sister of charity known for her selfless work in the army hospitals. I did not expect to meet you here. Mr. Mayor, the people are living without a roof over their head, in unsanitary conditions. The slightest drop in temperature would lead to an outbreak of disease, threatening an epidemic. What do you suggest? Build houses, I guess. We must provide people with medicine. Many charlatans are profiteering off selling useless powders and potions. But the people don't have anyone else to turn to, and you should build houses for them. This can be done by instating a medicine law and building an apothecary. The building will take some time, but really we cannot leave the people out in the streets. A vital question then. Who will pay for this grand project? The apothecary's profit is minimal, and selling apartments is out of the question. We just won't find buyers. People need places to live. How can you be thinking about profits at this time? My dear Abigail, you can tear off your last shirt and share it with another. You will both end up half naked. So what a way to say it. To overcome the ruin, we must build the economy up and not play charity. While you're busy building new factories, people will die of cold and disease. Who's going to man the workstations then? You? I am forced to concur. If this problem is not solved now, the consequences could be disastrous. I might have to work in the sawmill, and we cannot have that. Sign Medicine Act. Okay, what's the Medicine Act? This one. Oh, they used the correct No, they used the wrong symbol. That is not the correct symbol. That is the 2 snakes with wings representing Hermes. What you want is the Asclepius, not the Caduceus. The 1 snake on a stick for medicine. But I assume this is set in America where they've just mixed the 2 anyway. Abby, it's you. Hello, hello. Haven't seen you in a while. Thinking about the people as usual, eh? Thanks for that. Gentlemen, I suggest we consider the next building project again. A sawmill, a food factory, a cabaret, a drugstore, damn you. Enough of your endless considering before people start dying. We have all gone through this. Okay, so we want to be housing people. Let's build another house there. So homeless, disease chance 3%. Once the buildings get down and the lights light up, this actually starts looking really nice. Look at them queuing up for the cabaret. Ruth Green, James Wilson, Frank Thompson. Dang, the roof's leaking. But every cloud has a silver lining, as they say. It'll do for now. Then we'll fix the roof ourselves. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for giving us space for us working people. We won't forget it. So, hungry, starving. We should be feeding people, right? Sick, gravely ill. Sad, depressed. Okay. Think, yeah, the homeless thing is red. This is probably upsetting a lot of people. Oh, the way the light goes through the tree line there, that's actually kind of interesting. Copyright is a cultural thing. Innovations, printing. Yes? Oh, the sound of the train is actually quite startling. Not enough storage space for grain. Right. Can I fit another house here? Cloud. It's okay, I'll rotate it. I'll do that. And have another one there. Just extend this road. Oops, sorry I destroyed your campfire. I just woke them all up. Is that bad? Is that bad? Sorry. I just woke them all up. Oh no. Are they all hungry? That's bad as well, right? Peg house. Work time 12 to 0. Is this enough to feed everyone? I don't know. What do they do when I destroy their campfires? What's this? One is gravely ill. Oh no. Wait, what can I store? Oh, that's grain. I need wood. Give me all that wood. Oh, they do go set up new campfires. Okay, okay. That's fine. That's fine. So we need 2 more wood houses. And then we can start housing the bourgeois. We keep demolishing. Demolishing. Alright, those are boxes, not wood piles. Demolishing. How many people? So there's about 60 of the nobles and bourgeois. So you do need 6 of these as well. Just rebuild these houses. New residents arrive in the city every day. You must develop the economy to keep up with the needs of the growing population. I see how that is going to be one of the main problems. Okay, so we just need a couple more of these cottages. I guess I can just stick them around the back. This works, right? Okay, so that should house everyone, right? Wait, no, more people just moved in. There's now 4 homeless workers. So we need another wood house. Can I fit one there? Yes. So let's put another wood house. And I do need another... Let's demolish that. Demolish that. Another one of these. So people keep moving in and moving in and moving in. And that's going to be a problem. Because the more people there are, the harder it is to keep things under control. And it seems like the more you keep people happy, the more people come. And then that they become unhappy, so then you make them happy, and then more people come, and then they become unhappy until the point that there's a breaking point, right? I can see that happening. I also wanted to build another... We do need to build a hospital. We needed to... What was the thing that allowed us to build another warehouse? It said we needed to research something, right? Vida, thank you so much. Very kind of you. I appreciate your contribution to our town. I think it's told me to... Did it say research the warehouse? I don't know how research works. Are they still homeless? Is this... Oh, this is not connected to a road. Oh, that doesn't count. Oh, let's just build a road around the back then. This is a little weird, but sure. That works. This house exits that way. It's a nice naturalistic thing, that's fine. Thanks so much, Vida. It's very kind of you to say. What am I doing? Building a hospital. Build, construction, hospital. I guess we build it for the rich people, right? Next to the Cabaret. Yeah, that looks good. We can demolish that, yeah. And I can just connect this road up like this. Okay. Oh no, I misclicked. I'm afraid we are still a smidge too limited in our resources to be able to provide housing for every citizen. I think I did, didn't I? Didn't I tell you? I believe that 5 buildings will be enough to provide acceptable conditions for most citizens. Mr. Mayor, I am hoping that the selfless people in your service will be the first to receive housing. Stanton, weren't you going to share all of the burdens with the people? The entrepreneurs need the living space so that they can carry on their business. You mean carry on sucking the life out of the working class? This is what we earn for working out from dawn till dusk, sleeping on bare earth. Give us a roof over our heads. I did. I have actually housed everyone. Gentlemen, I believe everyone present here understands that despite our best efforts, we can't help every citizen. No matter how hard we try, people will die from disease and accidents. As well as hunger and hard labor if they happen to lack medals or titles. Nonsense! I can assure you the aristocracy is just as mortal as anyone else. We should implement a law about burying the dead. Then build a cemetery and establish a funeral service. And where will the poor get the money to afford their own funerals? I'm afraid burials and graveyard maintenance will have to be paid from the treasury. Not necessarily. If we adapt the law and allow commercial graveyards, they'll bring solid income. What are commercial graveyards? Like, you build a tombstone and it says, like, sponsored by Coca-Cola or something on it. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Resting place. I suppose people will die. Oh, so we have a... so building a whole new thing gives you a whole new tab to keep track of things. Hospital patient list. Okay. Construction... Remove roads. There it is. Okay, nice. You can make the roads slightly less fat, I think, especially at the corners. Okay. So we need to sign ritual service. Unlocks funeral service and cemetery buildings. Okay, so this is a tech tree / culture tree. Unlocks marketplace. Allows activate. Police. Migration unlocks migration service. Allows attract citizens of a selected class. I see. Requisitioning. Wholesale trade. Okay, there's a lot here. Cremation is down there. Oh, that's expensive. Wow. Let's get ritual service. We now have the legal framework necessary to bury the dead. Great. So now we can construct. It would be administration? No. Medicine? Funeral service. Is it okay to live near a funeral service? I'll put it back here. Yeah, like that. Behind the cabaret is the funeral service. Grab that wood, and then we want to build a graveyard. This is something that always confuses me. Because where I come from, graveyards are bad things. They're like very, very bad. Living next to a cemetery is like, it tanks the house price. People hate it, you know, back where I come from. But a lot of times in city builders, they're like, oh, build a graveyard. And it acts like a park, and people like living near graveyards. So that always throws me off in city builders. Because quite often city builders are built from places where graveyards are considered nice things to live nearby. But, like, if you want, like, a cheap house back where I come from, get a place next to a graveyard. Seems quiet and peaceful. Yeah, right? Quiet neighbors. Factories can work during the night. Adopt the second shift act to unlock this ability. I did see that, yes. Let's put the graveyard... It should be next to the hospital, right? The funeral service workers collect the bodies and bring them to the graveyard. Okay, so it makes sense that it's here. Let's clear this. And this. Good. Then we can build the graveyard. How much is this? 200 wood? Yeah, okay. So I can build the graveyard like here. Right behind the hospital. And just, yeah, road right up to it. And then we can road around the back like that as well. That looks good. Yeah, I like that. Preferably downhill. Yeah, actually that's a thing. Thinking about the graveyards in Malaysia, they're often built on hills. Isn't that a health risk? Maybe they do something for modern graves. I don't know. That won't increase trust in the doctors. If we fail you, you just have to go next door. Every graveyard has maintenance costs. However, it's a small price to pay to prevent the spread of dangerous disease from bodies lying around. Do consider my commercial graveyard suggestion. You have no shame. Graveyard constructed. Oh, Miss Simmons. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Miss Frederica Simmons, Mr. Mayor. I wish to discuss a reform with you, aimed at restoring the education system of our town. Frederica, you're here. I thought you left the state. That was the case, Jonathan. News reached me that the town was being rebuilt, and I hurried here to contribute what I can to the noble cause. Mr. Mayor, the world is changing as we speak. The 20th century will be one of the great technological advancements. And they are impossible without proper education. I'm afraid you're right. The enemy's technological superiority played a key role in the fate of our country. We must learn from this bitter lesson. I support the restoration of the education system wholeheartedly. But, excuse me, A woman cannot head the Academy of Sciences. Are you jealous? Need I remind you, the previous head of the Academy, from quite the noble family, fled as soon as the war began? And profiteers like you caused a surge in arms prices, which is something you prefer not to mention. Those rich people are ready to tear each other the moment one looks at another wrong. So what about education? Mr. Stanton, you are stuck in the past. In the future, people will be judged by their ability, not their heritage. I'm sorry for you. Of someone with one, but not the other. Just kiss already. Yeah, there's this tension between the noble guy, Sir Stanton, and the bourgeois, I think. Do what you want. Just save me your proselytizing. Not that anyone but the aristocracy is educated enough to work at the academy at present. Others can only pretend to be smart. I think we walked into Twitter again. Only very, very smart people can understand the depth of Elden Ring. Oh, look at those plebs playing Super Mario Kart. They will never understand the intricacies of... You seen those threads? You need to really research the lore to properly experience Elden Ring. Best game of the century, apparently. Oh, look! When the light. Okay, yeah. When the lights. There's something about lights lighting up in the night that just looks really nice. And I love how the workplaces are left dark, so it really shows that everyone is at home during this time. Right, tax department's closed, but these bistros and stuff are open. It's nice. Yeah, this looks cool. So I assume people do actually just walk home. So currently there's 4 starving workers. We have plenty of grain. We have plenty of food. I think we might just need another peg house. Visit duration 60. Visit effect nutrition plus 40. Intoxication chance 0.015%. Spend per shift 72. Durability. Earn today. So this earns money. I think I need to maybe build another peg house. Just to keep people, make sure they're fed. Right? Sick, gravely ill, going down. Sad, depressed. So there's 30 workers who are straight up depressed. How can we make them not depressed? Another alehouse? Yeah, let's just put another alehouse, like right here. Okay. Just get to drinking. Stop being sad. That's gonna solve the problem, right? They're depressed. Let's give them more alcohol. That'll stop depression. I don't know. No, that's not gonna work. No. Don't do that. That doesn't work. Oh, and the lights go off at like really late nights. Or rather, really early mornings. So okay, I like the day-night cycle and how they've timed the visuals to match this. So there's like little chimney smoke as well. Okay, nice, nice. Oh, the alehouses don't have road access. Oh, the door's on the side. That's why. Okay. Demolish. Good catch. I didn't see that. That's why they're so depressed. They're staring at the alehouse. It's like, it's right there, but I can't reach the door. The road leads up to like 2 meters from the door, and I can't make the leap. Wasn't connected to a road. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. In a game where everything should be connected by a road, yeah, we do that. I guess we just have another alehouse here then. Let's put 2 alehouses. Let's do that. So we have an alehouse thing going on. We can connect this road up like this. Yeah, that looks good. Clear that. Okay. So, I needed to... Did I sign the Education Act? Education. So we need to wait 8 hours before we can sign the Education Act. Complete any research. Oh, okay, so I think we only get the research tab once we have education, which makes sense. Okay, one thing that I do like, besides the people simulation in this game, is that things unlock as you go. So behind me right now are these buttons, and we've gained 3 of them since starting. So like railroad popped up, no, 2 of them. Railroad and healthcare have popped up. So I assume once we get education going, we'll be able to, we'll have a tech thing that we can access. And that's one really good way of doing games, because it gives you that sense of progression, like you've done something and you've unlocked something new, and now there's this whole new thing to do. And it's like, that's great. And then you start going through that, and then you unlock another thing, and there's a whole new thing to do. And that's one great way of like rewarding players, and also like keeping the game interesting. Hungry, starving. 9 nobles are hungry, 3 bourgeois hungry workers. I assume, yeah, food should be fine, right? Alcohol is maxed up. I think we... What time does this work? Oh, the Cabaret only opens at noon. That makes sense. The bistro. Do we need another bistro? Just to accommodate everyone? Right? That makes sense, right? Eat by the dead. Caesar 3 only does that in the tutorial. Yeah, so like a lot of old games, their scaling of features is sort of skewed too heavy. So quite often, like, a game would unlock everything by mission 5 when there's like 20 missions. So then the last 15 missions feel kind of samey. That happened with Caesar 4, basically. We were basically doing the exact same thing every time. Other times, it's too slow. So it's like, you start with almost nothing, and you have to go like 5 missions to unlock one thing. And it's like, okay. And then you have to go another 5 missions, and you unlock another thing. And it's just so slow. You know, it got better later in the Impressions game. So for example, in Emperor, the monuments got more and more complex and unique. Military units unlocked as you went on. The gods, you got different gods and stuff as you went on. You know, like you don't have Buddhism at the start of Emperor. So yeah, how's this game in general? Generally, it feels fine. It's good. Like, I will be in a bit, once I get through understanding the rest of this, understanding the basics, the rest of the basics, I will go ahead and piss everyone off and see see how they riot. We will get to that. We will get to that. Don't worry. We will be rioting. But I want to try take care of the people and then piss them off, right? I want to do both. That's what we want to do. Let's speed up until we get the law. So we want to unlock education, sign an act. This is our first step to progress and societal development. You're a real hero, Miss Simmons. I remember how just before the war you gave your patents to the government for free. And they ended up in the hands of hereditary officials who couldn't figure out how to use them. I'm afraid that while people like Stanton are in power, we won't be able to move forward. Don't worry, progress cannot be stopped, and it will crush anyone who stands in its way. Build an academy. So construction, it would be administration, academy. Oh, misclicked. Academy. Medicine and education sort of went hand in hand back in those days, right? I mean, still today, but I mean, like, more directly so. Like, medicine was like science, basically. I'm speaking generally. Don't pick apart that sentence. YouTube comment. Actually, education in those days... No. You know, sometimes people sometimes watch videos and think that everything we say has been, like, fully thought out. Like, a script was written last week and went over by a copywriter so that what we're saying in the video and saying live on stream is precisely what we intended to say. But no, that's... we're just speaking as we go. And things are worded imperfectly. Before judging something that was said in a YouTube video, why not ask a question? Hey, what did you mean by this? Try that. Have you ever seen that YouTube comment? Rarely, rarely. Who goes onto the YouTube comment section and say, hey, you said this thing. What do you actually mean by that? Could you clarify? What a pleasant experience. Revolutionary. Asking for clarification? No. Straight to judgment. That's how you do it. We can now perform research. I will personally oversee the most promising projects. Can a poor person without a dynasty get admitted into the academy? Out of the question. Your job is to man the workbenches and sweep the streets. The rest, we can handle. We'll see about that. Complete any research. So, we have a new button behind me. Research. Now, we really need that warehouse. Oh, it's the first one. Perfect. Fundamental research. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's... Oh, there's production research, infrastructure research, and then we have to sign the Innovations Act to unlock... Okay, this is the progress that I like seeing. Like, every time you open these menus, there's like a locked tab, and it's like, ooh, there's more. So, like, this looks like a lot. But then quite often in these games, it looks like a lot, but after a couple hours of gameplay, you're like, okay, we're pretty much done. But there's like more that we can't even look at yet. We have to unlock innovations, and it unlocks a whole nother tech tree. Let's do small warehouse. We do need that one. So all of these... Yeah, so how long does that take? I didn't check how long it takes. Oh, it doesn't say. They're just researching it now. At the academy, I guess. How do we store stuff in a building? What? It's like building a house, but it's for wares. Revolutionary. Yes. We'll explore this line of questioning. It is what you may call a warehouse. So there's no furniture inside. Well, it could be. Could be, if the wares are furniture. But not in a usable fashion, just stacked up in boxes. Oh, okay. Revolutionary. I mean, gamification needs some leeway, right? Let's clear that. That's another 100 grain right there. Fewer people are depressed now. That's good. I think they're managing to get to the ale house now. That's good. Yeah, we need a warehouse. I like that there are clouds as well when you zoom out. Okay. So, it is researching, right? Academy efficiency 100%. Oh, the academy can have corruption as well? Okay. Let's get through the night. So there's one gravely ill worker, but the hospital should be able to handle all of that, right? The difference between a worker house and a warehouse is only one of them has a special bucket. Some people are depressed now. That's good. Well, some people being depressed is good when it used to be a lot of people were depressed. Oh no, so many people. 8 new workers moved in. Visitors filters. Public institutions for rich people have allowed visitors settings. Nobles only. Bourgeois only. Or both classes. Visitor settings allow you to control the food and alcohol distribution among the nobles and bourgeois. So I assume, like, yeah, nobles, bourgeois. So I can have a special bourgeois. So if the, yeah, that makes sense if like population starts skewing in a certain direction. So we need another house of each. We need more wood. Let's build one more of each house. Okay, yeah. So research wasn't progressing because everyone was asleep. You can see there is now a bar going around the circle. So all progress bars are around these buttons. Okay, let's build those houses. Not here. You get a wood house over here. Bam. And then we want to build another cottage over here. Bam. Okay. We can enact another law. I think I'll hold on to it. Okay, research would be good. Okay, so we've now housed everyone. We should be able to... Ooh, who is Sir Offenberg? It is my honor to meet you, Mr. Mayor. Baron von Offenberg, at your service. Excuse me. Baron, are you quite all right? You are pale. Perhaps you should have rested before your visit to the town hall.
Thank you, but I do not require your concern. Being held in jail is not good for one's health, you know. I assure you, this temporary weakness will pass as soon as I get to work again.
And what are you planning to do?
The same thing I did before. Detective work. Ruin and poverty abound. A perfect breeding ground for bandits and conmen. If we do not crack down on these villains today, tomorrow they will control the whole town. I wish to restore and lead the Imperial Police Department. In 30 years of service, I've caught more than a few dozen scoundrels, both of common ilk and of high society. You will not find anyone better than me.
Yes, Baron, I remember your scandalous investigations. More than a few royal servants have been let go after your revelations. There are other ways to fight crime. We can build a private investigation agency, which would only investigate the problems of those who can afford it. I know how this works. The police should serve everyone, not just the rich.
It is settled, then. We need new public security laws and a police station. I assure you, the aristocrats will be happy to protect society from crime.
All while filling their pockets.
Fighting crime. So we have to sign the Police Act. Sign an act. The criminal code is too lenient. The thieves and the bandits should be hanging on a rope, not in a cell.
Many turn to crime out of desperation. Try feeding a family yourself with the pennies you get at the factories. If you don't like the pay, look for other jobs. How topical. As for the policemen, they have enough rights as it is. The police should serve society, not the other way around. Just get a better job. What's the problem? Just increase your pay. Just make more money. Just make more money. Just do that. What's the problem? I don't understand. I make plenty of money. Why can't you make more money? I make plenty of money. Don't see the problem. Police station right here. Ooh, and we just researched a small warehouse. That should be production? Small warehouse. Let's stick a small warehouse right there. Store stuff right there. Good. So now we can produce wood, produce bricks. Ooh. Pharmacy. We could do that as well. We need more wood. Any more salvageable wood? Yes. Let's grab that. Police department allows to investigate crimes and conduct investigations.
This is not the Imperial Department, but it will have to do for now. Here we can not only look for criminals, but also perform investigations. The rats should scurry deeper into their holes. They are in our sights now.
Warehouse modes. Each warehouse has 2 available operation modes. Provision mode increases the amount of stored grain, food, and alcohol. Material modes increase the amount of stored wood, bricks, and steel. You can switch warehouse modes anytime. Okay. You wish to find the people who ratted you out to the occupants?
Of course. I will place them in the same cell where I was held. I swear to the heavens, they will not survive a month in it.
Very good.
Gentlemen, to reinforce the law, we need not only to investigate crimes, but we must punish criminals.
That's right, Baron. Human vices are incurable. We must build a prison for criminals who have committed serious crimes. If the people weren't brought to despair with oppression and poverty, they would not commit such crimes. You are a utopian, Dawn. I assure you wealthy people commit crimes as well. Aggression and greed are part of the human nature, just like generosity and kindness. It's in our best interest to keep especially violent citizens under lock and key. The Penal System Act. Laws. Where is it? Right there. So we need to wait for that to go. We can go ahead and research the pharmacy. That seems important. Some people are still getting pretty sick. I think we're still able to keep up with everything. So the warehouse was built, which allows us to store much more stuff. So we can start clearing all of these things. Yeah, there's more over here. Just clear that off. Is that oh, that's a train arriving. Nice. So that's a grain shipment. Things stock up pretty quick here, but I think it's okay. We can now store more wood and stuff as well. Okay, so tomorrow we should be able to enact a new law. Research for the pharmacy will come down. We could prepare more houses in preparation of people showing up. Like that. 2 more wooden houses, 2 more cottages, population's growing. To freedom with a clear conscience. Well, that's the attempt anyway. Let's clear that. Clear that. Clear that. Okay, we can house all the new stuff. Public buildings pause. You can suspend the work of selected public institutions. Yeah, no problem. So we want the penal system, unlocks the prison. And that allows us to build under security prison. Oh, it's big. We'll build the prison overlooking the graveyard. Just for extra effect. Two ways you can end up in the middle there. Okay, so that should... yeah, the prison being built, no problem. There we go. We've taken another important step towards restoring law and order in our city. There we go. Completed.
Gentlemen, despite our best efforts, the number of crimes remains high. My gut tells me we are dealing with organized crime.
We played the liberal far too long. I've always said that violence can be stopped only with stern measures, power against power.
In the old days, there was a special department dedicated to exposure of gang activities.
You mean the Secret Service? As far as I know, it was also responsible for operation of unreliable observations of unreliable citizens. Unreliable. Is this the service that eavesdrops and spies on everyone? Not everyone, but on specific individuals suspected in subversive activities. No state can exist without this service. We can't afford to exercise tolerance and humanism to our enemies. It's us or them. Bandits must be dealt with, no doubt about it. The question is, how can we make sure this department won't turn into a gang itself? Don't worry about that. No. We have enough noble people, faithful to their country. Where's my accent from? I'm Eurasian, Malaysian, and English. A threat from within. Sign the Secret Service Act and build a secret service. Okay. And the pharmacy is researched. There we go. Oh, you have to pay to unlock level 2, I see. Sawmill 2 might be handy. Let's unlock Fundamental 2. We can then go to medicine. Nobles, bourgeois, and the workers. So the pharmacy supplies to everyone. So let's build it in the middle between two sections. And we can extend the road out like that. So there's a pharmacy in front of the palace that supplies both areas. How much does it cost to plant trees? Are they free? We can make things look a little nicer. Just tree it up like that. Oh, so we have this new security tab as well. Secret Service, Secret Department, Prison, Police. Ruth Smith, I'm sure we looked at her earlier. She's in prison now. What'd she do? You feel like there's not enough people to man the police station? There's 10 people. 10 police. That's quite a lot for a town this size. What's our total population? 168. 168 people. There's 10 people working at the police station. It's quite a lot. Okay, so we should have plenty of housing. Yeah, some of these houses are still empty, so that's good. Some people are hungry, but no one's starving. So we're keeping everyone... You know, no one's in the red. So, okay, yeah, during work time that goes up, obviously. Then during rest time it goes back down. That makes sense, right? Some people got very depressed, but look at that. We actually, like during work time, we actually kind of clear this area. How's there a homeless worker? Why is this person camping out? Who are you? I can't get you. One person decided to camp out for some reason. Okay, he picked a house. Loyalty changes. Everything's risen. That looks good. New citizens arrive. 10 new workers. Okay, I think we built enough. Population's up to 192 now. Tasks help you get the basics of running the city. However, following the task strictly will not allow you to solve the crisis. You have to explore the game and experiment to achieve best results. Yeah, don't worry. So we can now enact the Secret Service. And we can build under security, the Secret Service. It's secret, so let's put it over by this lake here. It's over there. Shh. Nothing suspicious put in that lake, don't worry. Now, we can expose the activities of gangs and secret societies. Very good. A threat from within completed. We've unlocked fundamental research 2. That's good. That means we can actually research. Is there more wood to collect? Yes. We could work up to sawmill. Sawmill 2. What's that? Fight night. Bourgeois festive occasion. The fight will begin soon. Make your bets. A boxing match for the champion title is organized in one of the entertainment establishments. Bourgeois happiness +5 every hour. Oh, okay. Let's do... Yeah, can I research? No, 375. There we go. Research. Sawmill 2. Because wood seems to be the main resource that keeps tanking. Okay, we've almost cleared all the stuff. Work time 8 to 18. No one works at the Secret Service right now. Order on the streets. Sign the Patrols Act. Build another police station? Oh, build a police station. I see. So this is a police department. It's not a police station. If I look here, patrols unlocks police station. I see. Nobles have lowered to normal loyalty. Oh, everyone's dropping loyalty, huh? Oh, we can change this tab to employment. Employment. Employed, unemployed. I like how it says all the nobles are employed. Okay? They have jobs. The nobles have jobs. They're doing a very important task of being noble. Okay? That is their function in society. To be noble. That's their job. That's why they can't work in the sawmill, you know. They are doing their job already. It's a full-time job, you know. It's hard. It's hard being a noble. You have so many expectations that need to be upheld, you know. Okay, so we've gone almost an hour and a half, and I think should I get let's build the police station so we actually have police. And then let's piss everyone off. Let's see what happens, yeah? That sounds like a good idea. Alright, so we can get police tomorrow. Right, all we have to do is destroy all the services and housing and stuff. And then we'll see what happens, right? That sounds good, right? This may be the last peaceful night in our little town. So that was end of day 7. So it's been a week since rebuilding. This is a lot of progress for 1 week, huh? Built a prison, built a hospital, built an academy, built a graveyard. No one's in the graveyard yet. You know, funeral services remain closed. No one's died. We've been taking very good care of people. New citizens arrived. 13 new workers. Yeah, the growth goes quite fast. Patrols. Let's get patrols. So now let's build a police station. So that we can have police. So that's a police department. The police station allows patrolling the streets, reducing the chance of committing crimes. Also, patrolmen can be used to suppress protests. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Who works? Hire. Oh, do I have to manually hire? How does this work? Oh, I think I have to manually hire people. If there's not enough people, then yeah. I see. So everyone. What is 9 unemployed? How does this work? I'm not sure if it's explained how hiring works, so I don't know how to hire people. But there is a police station. Hopefully people start working there. I don't know, no one's working in the... Oh, it says there, not enough nobles in the city, not enough... Oh, they have to be nobles, right. So, okay, so nobles do have a job. Pressing everyone else, I guess. Fine, let's set up more cottages here. Oh, sorry. Let's build another cottage right here. The Walking Dead. Oh, so there are these events that I've sort of been ignoring. Rumors are abound in town that during the night the dead walk the cemetery. Once open graves were found, the police began investigating the case. I swear I saw it with my own 2 eyes. A man shrouded in black, getting out of a grave. I don't believe the ghost stories. The watchman just got drunk, so he started seeing things. Make top priority. There's no graves yet, but apparently there's zombies walking around. Okay, so we don't have enough nobles to work. Where else do nobles work? These are all nobles, right? So if I stop the academy, all the nobles get out, and they start working in these other places. And then if I stop the hospital, all those nobles should get out, and they should start working. There we go. Now we have policemen. Right? Okay, so we have workers for those places. And now, okay, let's test the system. Let's demolish where people eat and drink and find entertainment. Let's start starving everyone and removing their entertainment. And let's let the game run. No more food, no more entertainment. That should do it, right? Take food off. Anyway, you can set priority on jobs. I don't think so. I don't know if I'm missing something, but I don't think so. We have no grain. Okay. So now everyone should be getting very hungry, very depressed. Increase food production. Oh, okay. Nice. Well, not nice. But it's okay. No one can eat. There's nowhere to eat. Let's see what happens. So the happiness, you can see it's dropping. Happiness is dropping. The hospitals and academies closed as well. Prison's open. Of course, all the nobles work in the prison. No cultural scene to speak of, yep. So let's see how long it takes. So we're playing on normal, which is the easiest difficulty in this game, right? So this is how long it takes to piss people off on the easiest difficulty. So the happiness should start tanking much faster. I wonder if both factions will start rioting. Because we're starving both factions. Okay, so on the first day after shutting off food and stuff, they lost about 10 points of happiness, generally speaking. Oh, there we go. Big tank down. So after one day, yeah, it's like 10 to 15 points down. Oh, loyalty went up again. I don't know why loyalty's going up. Oh, I suppose they're still kind of happy. Okay, that's going to be a lot of homeless people. Police department efficiency plus 20%. Noble support, I guess. Bourgeois support. Bourgeois tax evasion minus 10%. Mr. Mayor, you can count on us. But can you count on me? What's this? Gang hounds exposed. These bandits are dangerous. They'll fight like beasts. Gangster number 1. Ooh, we can send a policeman? Let's send 1 policeman versus 1 gang member. There it is. Policeman. Henry Walker, 41. 1v1 me. Come on. Choose police action. Assault. You think he'll win? Do you think Henry will win? Just hitting each other. This is the start of the unrest. 1 person acting up. We just... Oh no, she's still alive. To the prison? Is this all fully simulated? I think it is, right? Damage 5. So got it down to half HP. Damage 10. Oh, okay, yeah, 1 person's enough. Police do 10 damage into the prison, and then we've got... Where is she? In there somewhere, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that is all simulated. That's good. Yeah, so the people is really good. Gentlemen, we've achieved excellent results. Our town has been rebuilt from ruins in an extremely short time. We've restored the economy and relaunched production. Our growth rates are absolute highest in our area. This opens up incredible opportunities for us. As you know, the Empire has ceased to exist as a result of the war. If we can maintain our economic lead and display our political power, our town might become the capital of a new state. Our own state. This idea has merit. If we can adapt our laws in the interest of the businesses, we can attract private entrepreneurs from across the area. This will make us a local economical and financial center. The government should think about the common folk too, not just the money bags. Everyone should have a roof over their head and the opportunity to earn a living. The working class will support such a state, but if everything stays the same, well, there's little choice between rotten apples. We can talk laws later. Right now we need to show others that our lead is not a fluke, but rather a natural result of our policies. We must improve the palace. For that, we'll need to make bricks. No lead is possible without a developed industry. Bloody hell, are you deaf? The city is full of homeless people. Working families are starving, and the only thing you talk about are palaces and factories. Don't you understand, Dawn? An opportunity like this presents itself only once in a few hundred years. If we invest in growth now, we can build a prosperous and just state. That much we can agree on, Viscount. If we miss this chance, the best we can hope for is the fate of a resource colony. It's pointless mincing words with you. You'll have the last of them anyway. So, going into the brickyard, that is actually tier 2 tech. So there's 5 levels of tech, infrastructure, innovations. So if I wanted to unlock innovations, it'd be here, right? So if I unlock innovations, sign that as an act. And just to look under research, we now unlock innovations which have improved sawmill ones. These are, cash registers in catering. Optical microscope. Okay, I see. So the innovation list updates every day. So basically it provides you 3 innovations to choose from. And then you pick one, and then you can do that. And they're upgrades to existing things, I think. This was for, accelerates research by 10%. So that's how innovations works. Nice. Laws, advanced acts, I assume we just have to get down to something down here to unlock advanced acts. Right? Meanwhile, we're starving our people. The sadness in chat came from YouTube Season 3 Pharaoh series. Nice and relaxing content. Thanks, I'm glad you're enjoying it. We're currently trying to... this is, who called it? Hobo Joe called it a French Revolution simulator. So yeah, we want to upgrade our palace, but we're not going to get bricks. We're just going to piss people off. Loyalty dropping down, nice. So this is currently on the easiest difficulty. And I've removed all sorts of food and entertainment. They still have homes because I want the homes to be there to be burned. Okay. All right. Okay. We're starving our people, so that's more like Russian Revolution Simulator. You could play it either way. You could accumulate wealth. You can definitely create a police state. You can just have like really rich people which have everything, and then the poor people have nothing, and then you just spam police stations. So you have tons of nobles. You can control your migration policy, so you get far more nobles than anyone else, and then just have enough workers to feed the nobles, right? Oh. Yeah, and the amount of people arriving scales up as well. So things quickly get out of hand. The prison is almost full. If I could release them to increase happiness. Oh, so if you're not intentionally trying to tank your happiness, you can do amnesty and then release prisoners to keep people happy. I see. I assume there is a downside to that. Probably crime rate increases, but I want people to be upset. So this is the second... How many days have passed? I can't keep track of the days. What's this? The Walking Dead crime report. I confess I stole things, needed the money, and avoid witnesses I did the dead thing, as if they started walking. Worker loyalty +5. That's not what I wanted. Workers loyalty rise, noble rise. So these events happen which we can choose. It's okay. We're just going to ignore those things. Happiness is down to the 60s. It should really start dropping soon. Mood depressed. We have a population of 303, and 171 are full-on depressed. 170 are full-on starving. Health should be dropping. People should start dying. I'm assuming, yes? French Revolution sim. Well, yeah, whichever revolution had people starving. That's like most of them, right? Like, the rule is, if you keep people fed, they won't revolt. Death by disease, 1 worker. 1 person has died. Hello, funeral service. Time to open up shop. Hard to find the 1 dead body in this, but we should get a gravestone soon. Happiness is down to the 40s. The bourgeois, a little happier than the other 2. Bourgeois, for some reason, are still kind of happy. I'm not sure why. New citizens arrived. There's... The loyalty of each class has significantly influence on the economy. Nobles' loyalty affects the efficiency of administration buildings. Bourgeois loyalty affects the number of collected taxes. Workers' loyalty affects the number of produced resources. So as loyalty drops, efficiency should drop, right? And corruption should go up. Look at that, corruption 47 in the tax department. What's this? Workers' festive occasion. The workers are throwing a festival. Death by disease, bourgeois 1. Oh, look at that. We've got a gravestone. Walker, why are you bursting in without an announcement again? I am in the middle of a confidential conversation with the mayor. I will have you know, if you even know such a complex word anyway. Excuse me, gentlemen, but any delay could cost us dearly. In the last few days, there have been a lot of workers falling ill. If things continue like this, we'll run out of beds for the sick. And what's the problem? Let them stay sick at home. Roderick, I'm afraid this will only worsen the situation. I did some analysis. We're dealing with a new type of influenza. Without immediate hospitalization, it is lethal. The people call it wet flu. The temperature of the infected rises and they start coughing up blood. I heard about similar symptoms at some parts of the front lines during the Great War. Looks like the demobilized soldiers or refugees brought it to our town. What do you suggest then? First off, we need to expand the hospital to provide proper conditions for the infected. All this will be useless if we don't create a vaccine that can efficiently combat the virus. Researching a vaccine should be our main priority. Agreed completely, Frederica. If the disease is as dangerous as is claimed, people will come to us for vaccination from all around. This is a unique business opportunity. If we start manufacturing the vaccine, we will be able to export it. I am ready to invest in this research. Great heavens, Rockwell. You'd sell a rope to a hangman for double its price. We're gonna do no such thing because we're trying to piss off our people. Workers are gaining happiness because of that festival they're throwing. They're trying to distract themselves. Dead bodies on the street increase the chance of diseases. Yes. I think that was... Is this? Who's this? Current occupation walk. So, there we see. Gravestones adding up. Corruption is growing. Good, good. Is this... Yeah, wet flu going around. I need help. Please, somebody call a doctor. So, nobles are getting very unhappy. Death by infection, okay. We can lose some people. Graveyard might fill up. Death by disease, death by infection, okay. Turns out, starving people with no homes isn't great for health. Hospital, employees 0, patients max. Did I ever play Imperialism 2? I played Imperialism 1 back in the day. I don't have a video on it, but I did play Imperialism. A fire! I wonder if it was arson. Is there a way to deal with that? Or would I need to research? Well, y'all can stay warm tonight. It's okay. The warm glow of a house fire. Okay. Just one building burnt down. Nobles are very unhappy. We're getting there. We're getting there. Enough is enough. We won't tolerate this anymore. There we go. So, is it the current occupation? Protesting. Our mayor is an honest man. He has our support. Worker support. The workers threw a festival for themselves. Oh, the nobles and bourgeois are both rioting. I like how they still stay to their groups. The workers threw themselves a festival and they credit me for it. Like, oh, mayor's great. Yeah, we had that festival the other day. We threw it, but, you know, we're feeling okay. Oh, off they go. They're gonna do something. Nobles, very unhappy. Very unhappy. Are they... They're just gonna... They're coming to the palace. Okay, they're blaming me for it. Fair. Are they throwing rocks? Okay. Seems fair. Seems fair. Here come the bourgeoisie. You can't perform any actions with this building while it is under attack. Okay, the nobles' protest has ended. They just wanted to do some damage. Bourgeois still having their go. This is me and my palace. Ah, the nobles and bourgeois are rioting. What do we do? The policeman comes up. I suggest maybe we feed the people. No. Okay. So they got it out of their system, but they're not happy. That didn't make them happier. They're just sort of like... A broken window. Oh no. Whatever shall we do? Okay, so just a test, just a little bit of a thing. They got it out of their system. They're like, okay, let's give it another chance. Oh, the nobles aren't happy again. Let's repair this building. Let's repair the palace. Spend 1,000 on that. Okay. Pristine. It's fine. It's fine. We fixed up the palace. It's okay. It's okay. It's all going okay. The workers are very unhappy. Unburied corpses. 70. This one funeral director. Oh no, the 5 funeral directors, I guess. Look at that. Oh, the rich get nicer tombstones. Of course they do. Can we actually... no. Oh, there's just bodies everywhere. Are these the policemen? Oh, the police have died? Helen Thompson. Residents, none. Workplace, none. Death by infection. Very good. It's okay. I don't think they can keep up with it. The nobles are very unhappy. Population is down to 243. 238. Sorry, I misspoke. 233. That's how many people live in our town. 230. It's 230. Just that's how many people live here. It's 226. It's 226. Did I say 226? I meant 223. It's 223. 220. I mean, you know, it's that's how many people live in our town. You know, 217 people live in our town, and you know, you can go around the houses and see the 212 people who live here. Are people too sick to full-on riot? I see some nobles running around. What are they doing? Where are you going? Are you fleeing the state? Oh no, they're moving to work. Oh, they work in the... Oh, this is a dead guy right here. Look at that. Oh, there's some dead people around. New citizens arrive. Not that many this time. What's this? Bandits are dangerous. Yeah, sure. Let's send 3 policemen versus the 3 bandits. Assault! Just shoot it up. citizen killed Joseph Robinson. Oh, some people died in this? Okay. Bandits were arrested and sent to prison. How full is... prison is not that full. Maybe because they're all in the cemetery. What's this? Warehouse robbery? Stolen resource, 1 bit of bread. I don't think stealing one loaf of bread is a robbery. Surely that's petty theft. Carrying bodies to the cemetery, filling it up. Yep, good. I mean that's some Les Mis kind of thing. 24601. Finally, we got rid of this damn sickness. By purging, I think. Now we can visit the secular evenings again, without worrying about getting ill. Now you can spend even more time surrounded by beautiful dancers. Cheers! Can't you think about anything else except debauchery spree? Yes, yes, we got through the illness. This is not how you handle the spread of disease, just to clarify. Oh, another house burned down. I didn't realize. So, people should just, like, be falling apart soon. Ah, the workers are rioting. The workers are revolting. Resolve the problem. 36 workers must be served in alehouse in 32 hours, or give the protesters these resources. So these are their demands. Number of protesters 73. Let's send 5 policemen to quell the revolting workers. All right, get at it. Come on, 5 policemen. Put these 73 rioters down. You can do it. Gambate. I believe in you. Shoot to kill. Stop it. Stop it. Turns out 73 is pretty overwhelming for 5 policemen. Bourgeois is still pretty happy, actually. Ah, burn in the night. Perfect. I did like the lights in the night, right? Oh dear. Oh dear. Having some issues. The riot is dispersing. They've got it out of their system. It's okay. It's okay. It's not the end yet. It's not the end yet. It's more... Oh, houses just randomly catching fire. Yeah, that happens. Death by wound. Noble. How can this city operate? People question. How can this place exist? New citizens arrived. Great. Join the thrall. Not enough space in the graveyard to bury the dead. Graveyard's full, guys. Just let them throw a couple Molotovs and they'll be happy again. Well, for now. Remember, this is easiest difficulty. Well, normal difficulty. It's easiest one available. So there are some leniencies as far as I can tell. There's now just bodies everywhere. 96 unburied bodies. Okay. Like, I wonder which lose condition happens first. Let's not repair the palace. I think they might... If the palace is destroyed, I think we lose in a kind of they are billion scenario, right? Or maybe if population drops to 0, or no, that doesn't make sense. People keep coming in anyway, even in small trickles. So I think if the palace is destroyed, the game is over, and we're trying to get to that point. How are people still? Oh, some of the newcomers are happy, I see. Yeah, we can still keep taxing people, that's fine. Let's stop the pharmacy. Right? Loyalty dropping, okay. Do we still have... We do have policemen, yeah. Is this... Send policemen. Let's send one policeman. You can handle it. Assault. Oh, they're noblewomen, I think. They're just fleeing. I think they just killed a policeman. A dance party? Oh, they just throw themselves parties. Okay, so it seems on the easiest difficulty, it is pretty easy. There are 2 difficulty levels above this, and I think it'd be much more realistic. Because I'm trying to lose now, and it's actually kind of hard to lose, which is appropriate for the easiest difficulty level. Yeah, this difficulty makes it very hard to lose, which is what the description said. But you can imagine basically all the bad things that are happening just going so much faster. More riots, faster riots. Here's another one. Yep, there you go. No, we'll let them go. Have at it. It's the bourgeois doing a bit of a riot. Like, we actually can't wipe out our population. So yeah, I assume like the amount of damage they would do would be much higher. The riots would be much more frequent. Yeah, they get upset, throw a few Molotovs, and they're happy again. Yeah, so it's actually very difficult to lose on easy mode, which is the point, right? Whole gang of robbers, they stole 0 grain. There's nothing to steal. They stole what was supposed to be there. I wonder how many bodies we can actually pile up, because people keep moving into the city and the graveyard's full. What's this? Bandits? No, bandits can roam free. It's fine. Even the robbers are rioting. Nothing to steal. Yeah. John Eyes, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're just trying to piss off the people in this game, but since it was my first time playing the game, it is on easy mode basically, so it's actually very difficult to lose. But we should be able to get like 1 more riot out of the workers here. Right, that'll be good. 1 more riot. Come on. You guys aren't very happy, and there's like 100. There you go. Oh, the nobles are rioting. Okay. There they go. Yeah, they do like 100 points of damage per riot on this difficulty, which is not a lot. Okay. So yeah, definitely like if you like once you get through the tutorial, I would say, or if you've watched a video on how to play this game, then I would say, oh, Prison Break. I would say play on either the medium, which they call hard, or the hardest difficulty. Because this is very easy, you know. And if you're looking for a chill experience, you probably don't want to play a game that's about revolutions, right? Like go play Something like Urbeck, I guess. If you're playing this, I would say that I would definitely recommend going to higher difficulty levels. I'm just watching the... Oh, there goes the workers. How many people? 47? Okay. Guess a lot of people are just sort of dying. Oh, they're doing quite a lot of damage. One more riot could destroy the palace. House on fire, yeah. Let's push this. Let's demolish everything. Let's clear these houses. There's plenty of housing because people keep dying. I assume no one lives in the burned ones, right? Okay, let's clear these houses as well. Let's make everyone homeless. We can skip the burning one. That one burned down. Demolish that. Demolish that. Demolish that. Okay. That should get rid of all the houses. And now everyone is homeless, right? I think that's all the houses, right? Yeah. Okay. It's like repairing only costs money, and we've actually been making money through this whole thing because we're still taxing people. So we could easily repair our palace, you know. But it's okay. I want them to come for me. Surely with all of, like, this is the worst it could be, right? Like, everyone's homeless. There's bodies everywhere. Everyone's hungry or starving. Everyone's sick or gravely ill. The gravely ill number doesn't go too high because they just die. You can't be sick if you're dead. And sad depressed. Not bad enough, it seems. Well, we're testing the game on easy mode. Just to see. Just to see. Oh, who's forming? It's the bourgeois. Could they do it? Can they do it? Maybe they're not rioting so hard because they're all sick. It's hard to like throw a rock if you're starving. They don't even have demands anymore. You see that? So on the early riots, there were demands that we could satisfy them, but eventually they just, oh, they didn't come to kill me. Oh, they were rioting at the tax department. Is that why? Maybe it was just a protest. It didn't escalate too far. So maybe that was actually just a protest, not a riot. Can I raise taxes? I might have to enact a new law, but I can't open the law tab with the palace damaged. Prison break. Academy sabotage. So you can see all sorts of things start going wrong here. So everyone's homeless again. Hard to tell who's alive and who's not. I think these guys... Some of these are... Oh no, these guys are alive. These people are not. Come on. Come get me. 269 damage on the palace. Even in easy mode, it should be possible to lose. The graveyard's full? Yeah, I know. We've probably killed hundreds and hundreds of people. Like, look, right? They come out of the workplace and they just drop dead. Yeah, they're all there. The train is broken. That's fine. Oh, the train's just dead right there. The train's dead as well. Okay. It might actually be impossible to lose on easy mode. I'm gonna give it one more day. There's just, yeah, people just wander around with nothing to do. There's just bodies littering the countryside. I didn't realize they're all out here as well. And there's a policeman right there. Oh, maybe? Just 11 nobles. Nobles don't hit very hard. It's burning a little bit. It's still going. It's still going. Oh, okay. This might be the end. I think it's just at this point it's at the burning phase. Yeah, so there really needs to be a burning graphic here. And what? Is it actually impossible to lose on this difficulty? See, this game is far too lenient. Even though this is easy mode, this game is far too lenient. Right? See, this is why the mixed reviews. Like, what else are you gonna burn now? Yeah, it can't be destroyed. The palace is immortal. See, that's a little disappointing. That's come on, just let me die. Even on easy mode, you should let that happen. So this game has a lot good with it. The simulation of the people and the classes and how everything is simulated, you know, they all have needs, they all have stats. This is full release, and it's actually gotten a couple updates since release. All the simulation of the people is good. The characters coming in and talking about things and explaining the situations and the way they talk and all of that, that's all good as well. The dialogue, the story, the situation, all of that's really nice. Visually, I think the game looks pretty good. It's sort of like a very zoomed out Project Zomboid kind of look, isn't it? It's a little old school looking, but it's still fine looking. But there's visual communication things missing, like when the palace is continuing to burn, there's no fire. When buildings are being constructed, there's like a little puff of smoke around the foundation, but there's no actual construction animation or even like a construction state that then becomes the full building, you know? So there's like, it feels like visual assets are sort of missing a little bit. And also, we are on easy mode, but it's way too easy. Like, even for new players, this is too easy. And I hope the higher difficulty levels do punish you far harder. Like, right now, if we can't, like, our population is not even, like, dropping, right? It's, like, floating around 200. We're not feeding anyone. Everyone's homeless. There's no entertainment whatsoever, but immigration is keeping up with the deaths. Like, we're just littering the countryside with bodies, and it's not enough. We can't kill everyone. But, like, so there's, like, this really unsatisfying things with this game. But then, like, when riots happen and you can send police and shoot to kill and try to suppress them and stuff like that, you know, you can imagine like building up this massive police force and enforcing this police state, which is really cool. So like there's all of this cool simulation with the people, but then it's like lackluster or disappointing things in other stuff. And I see like I see why it would have mixed reviews, right? Because there's some really cool ideas here, really nice implementation of those ideas. But then it's like it trips a little bit here and there. In a it's not bad, it's like unsatisfying. Like I wanted to watch the palace crumble. I wanted to just turn into a blazing fire, you know, and I wanted game over. People killed you. You suck, you know. I wanted to like kick me. You know, especially on easy mode where it's so hard to get to that point. It's like I had to try lose on purpose, and it still took like from day 8 to day 22. It basically took like 2 weeks of in-game time to get the palace down to 0 hit points. Right? It's not easy to lose. You're trying to lose for 14 days, and there's no like collapse, which is like disappointing, right? Well, the game is still getting updates, so it can be improved and fixed up and stuff like that. But this is not early access anymore, so we can't count on it. We can't count on more development coming. This is the state of the game as it is right now. I love the idea. The visuals are okay. And the whole package together is like, that's cool. Oh, that's disappointing. That's cool. Oh, that's disappointing. Like how everything unlocks and then you get more tech and innovations and structures and how managing the prisons and stuff like that. It's cool. But then it's like, oh, that's a bit, yeah. Anyway, that's my take on Kapital Sparks of Revolution. I do hope it gets even better. But yeah, I think mixed, middling, sort of overall review of the package is sort of where it stands. Anyway, you think one of the obvious shortcomings is what advantages does this have over Tropico? The setting is different, and I'm unsure about Tropico in detail, but having the three classes and the rioting and stuff like that, it feels more tangible in this game. But at the end of its implementation, it sort of falls flat, right? So it's like, right? It's like that protest gathering, and they're like, oh, and then they just dispersed, and it's like, right? It's like, yes. That's the feeling I get here. Anyway, that's gonna be it for now for this game. Thank you all so much for joining. If you're watching on YouTube, you can click the buttons on the screen right now for so much more content, and click them. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Bye.